Wow, so pretty. We're at Seoul Soup right now and it's like the perfect temperature. It's not cold at all, but like just like so comfortable. The sun is like setting. This is just so perfect. So peaceful, calming. I'm in love. Just finished eating at that restaurant and honestly the salmon sashimi that I got was unlike any that I've had in a really bad way. It was so rough. Every single piece was rough, like I was licking a brick wall or something like that. Even after the first piece, I was like, how am I gonna finish this? I actually found it difficult to finish it, which is such a shame. So honestly, 2 thumbs down for that restaurant, high key. So the plan for today is I have a nail appointment at 5 p.m. and then after that I'm meeting up with Kate for dinner at a restaurant that I've been meaning to eat at for a really long time. So I'm very excited and looking forward to that. And I just wanted to sit down here and kind of give you guys some updates or just talk a little bit while I do my skincare. First thing is that I recently started my food Instagram, and honestly the main purpose of this is just to document what I've eaten in Korea and then also give my honest opinions and thoughts about what I ate, because I feel like sometimes the food looks really good but then it actually doesn't taste really good. So I wanted to give my most honest review on it. Posting on this food Instagram took me a while to get started on, simply because I have paralyzing perfectionism, unfortunately, where like I just have to think so much before I do the thing, and I want to plan ahead and I want to make it so good to the point where I overthink a lot and then end up not doing anything at all because the conception in my head is like not good enough or something. I recently was like, okay, honestly, like let's just give it a try, and I started planning out my feed because I want it to look nice. I want it to be easy on the eyes, be cohesive, flow well, you know, and all that. And so as I was kind of creating or curating the first few posts, I honestly wanted to give up. I really thought like, this is so stressful. Like why am I doing this? Like I should just post whatever I want in whatever order and just kind of make it spammy, I guess. And then after a few posts, I got it going and the creative juices were flowing and I was getting some ideas. And eventually I came to like maybe 9 posts that I was like really happy with. This food IG is like my little baby and I'm having a lot of fun with it, which I'm really happy about because I feel like I've kind of lost a lot of the joy that comes with creating simply due to burnout or feeling discouraged. And for the first time in a long time, I was actually enjoying creating. Feel free to check it out. It would make me so happy if you followed along my food journey, and you know, where I will give you the most honest review on food. I will not mislead you to go to a restaurant that is not worth going. The other thing I kind of wanted to share and get vulnerable about is how I've really been doing recently. And honestly, I feel like mentally I haven't been in a good place because it relates to that paralyzing perfectionism and burnout. I found myself being unproductive, which I've shared a lot about how I do a lot, and it's not because I place my value in how busy I am, but I simply do a lot because I feel like I need to do all the things that I have to do in order to achieve my dreams or reach my goals. But for the last month or so, I would say maybe even longer than I would like to admit, I've completely lost motivation, and I've been, I mean, I guess it's good, but relaxing a whole lot more, but it feels really like wasting time, kind of unproductive. I mean, rest is good, but there was no balance. Like before I was all work, no relaxing, and then now I'm kind of like no work, all relaxing. I think I got in my head a little bit with the discouragement that maybe I've been feeling, like working so hard but not necessarily seeing the results that I want. And because of that, it just doesn't, it's very demotivating. I kind of like, well, it's clearly not working, so why should I continue to put work into it? And I know like people say some of the things that define success and not is grit. So like, you know, thinking about that kind of stuff, like, no, I should push further. But you know, I really do think about, okay, well, when do I give up though? Like, when do you know it's time to stop and that this is not meant for you and that you should try something else? I don't know, and that question is always so hard for me to think about because of the discouraging thoughts that I might have let myself be consumed by. I have a lot of negative, self-critical thoughts. I'm really hard on myself and I feel like I'm not reaching the standards that I've set for myself. I'm really mainly comparing myself to my own goals, and not reaching them is tough. And I think I have been spiraling a lot recently, and then not giving myself credit for how far I have come along. And this isn't a thought that I realize myself. People, thankfully, I have people in my life who love me and remind me of all the things that I have achieved. And they're not saying it just to make me feel better, but they are genuinely saying that. And it's hard for me to believe that, honestly. So as much as people say nice things or try to remind you, like, you have to internalize it yourself. And so that helped me to get into that kind of thinking again. Okay, like, what have I done? You know, what are some of the things I can celebrate? And I realized I have forgotten a lot about who I am as a person. Like, I forgot that I am capable. Like little truths like that, I've completely let lies consume me, like how I'm a failure, I haven't achieved anything. But those are all lies, and it's totally not true. And there's so many wins in my life that I can celebrate, but I just had forgotten about. So I think recently I'm just trying to work on remembering those things and being a little nicer to myself on that front as well, and to not forget the amazing things that I have achieved. It's a work in progress. There are some days that are better than others, but I just really wanted to share about this because it's truly how I'm doing. And as much as I want to share about the highlights in my life, like what I'm doing, all the nice experiences that I'm having here in my life in Korea, this is also part of my life too, and I do want to be real about it and document it as well for just even my own memories, that this is something that I was going through during this period of my life. So if you resonate with anything that I shared, please, I would love to hear from you as well. If we are able to draw strength and encouragement from each other, how beautiful would that be? If you like these kind of sit down, vulnerable heart-to-heart segments, like, also please let me know. Then I can maybe do more of these. I'm almost done with my skincare. Because I'm heading out later tonight where the sun probably is gonna be setting basically, I'm gonna skip out on SPF today. Last step, just for that extra glow and hydration, I'm gonna use this mist. I should be done, so I still have time for today, so I'm gonna try to get some work done. And I'll take you guys to maybe my nail appointment and then dinner with Kate. Now dark out, and I just finished getting my nails done. I went with a simple white gradient, and this was 90,000 won. I'm here at a cafe because Kate is waiting, and we have a little bit of time until our dinner, so I'm gonna try to find her. Oh my god! How did you know I was here? I saw your Instagram. Oh no! She's always so surprised I'm here.
What if I thought it's different cafe?
Well, well, if I would have checked, and then I would have messaged you and asked where you are.